So in verses 11 through 15, we're going to see the most practical advice for the king's messengers. They're to take up residence in a house that had no evil reputation for morals and conduct or fellowship, because it would seriously hinder their usefulness. They were to stay at the place they first go to throughout the duration of their the time in the town, for several reasons. But first off, it wouldn't be courteous, if they were to move to someone else's house, a new convert's house that was more luxurious, it would give the impression that the messengers were people that went and would court people for material things. In other words, material gain. So that message about giving a greeting and taking it back, it's a difficult verse for Westerners. But in the East, if a man speaks a blessing to a passerby and then finds out he's of another faith, he'll come and take his blessing back. And the idea is that the messengers of the king can send their blessing to rest upon a house, but if the house is unworthy, the blessing can be recalled. In a Westerner's mind, that kind of sounds like what we know as Indian giving. But we're going to try to get it. And if God's messengers are in a place where their message is refused, we see here that they're supposed to shake the dust off of their feet and move on. Now, to the Jew, the dust of a Gentile place or road was defiling. So when they crossed the border back into their own country after that journey, they had to shake the dust of the Gentile road off their feet and cleanse every last particle of the pollution. In Isaiah 45:23, he hears God say, "By myself I have sworn, from my mouth has gone forth righteousness, a word that will not return void." In other words, it would not return empty, but would accomplish the purpose and prosper the thing it was sent out to do. Time was of the essence. Time was coming for Jesus' sacrifice, and the disciples had to tour the country as quickly as possible, and they had to move on when there was no immediate welcome for the message that they were bringing. One of the great basic facts of life is that time and time again, opportunity comes knocking at our door, and it's not going to come back a second time. So to the people of Palestine, the opportunity to receive the gospel was coming, but if they didn't take it, the opportunity was not going to return to them.